So today basically we are going to talk about engine system. Okay. So today we will talk about what is the how to identify a two-wheeler engine basically. Okay, let me share the screen. So today we are going to talk about engine. So what is engine? So we can think about engine as it is a powerhouse of any moving object. Okay. So the sentence it is written here, you will see dreams of era and necessity of 21st century. So what does it mean? What is dreams of era and necessity of 21st century? Dreams of era means that to create power, humankind was not able to create power till a long period of time. Till 16th century or 17th century, we were not able to create power. We cannot create power of our own. Okay, so we have to take the help of the nature power. But in the 17th century, with the creation of the steam engine and all, we were able to create power. That is the time when the human race were able to create power and use that power in some kind of work. And in 21st century, today, it has become our necessity because today you cannot think of doing anything without power because you live in your home. The way we are interacting with each other, that is through laptops or mobile, that needs power. That is battery. Okay, and battery is the engine for your mobile or laptops. Okay, so everything has got an engine. So that's why engine is called dreams of era and necessity of the 21st century. Okay, so what is the engine? Engine is the powerhouse of a self-operating mechanical system which enables it to do work independently. Now here we have to understand one thing. Self-operating mechanical system. So if I fit an engine to a wood, simply a wood plank, so it will not perform anything. Okay, so engine is the powerhouse of a self-operating mechanical system, like our human body. Okay, our human body has got all the component it needed to work. Then the heart pumps the blood to all the component, and then it works. Imagine if stomach will be not there. Imagine if liver will be not there. If kidney will be not there. If heart is there and all these things are not there, will the human body perform? No. Similarly, engine is the powerhouse of a self-operating mechanical system. So a system which can operate on its own. Okay. So if we categorize our automobile engines, that is the engine that is used in the automobile segments, they are basically categorized into two systems. Okay, so IC engine and EC engine, that is internal combustion engine and external combustion engine. Now let us understand this IC and EC. So internal combustion engines means where the combustion takes place inside the periphery of the engine. Means when the air fuel will burn, you will not be able to see that. Where the air fuel is burning, how the air fuel is burning, you will not be able to see that. That's why it is internal combustion. The combustion takes place inside the engine. Whereas external combustion engine means where the combustion takes place outside the engine. You must have seen many films. They have that coal-driven railways, the locomotives. So they use coal. They fire the coal, and the heat comes from there, and that used to create water to steam, and the steam turns a turbine, and then the power is generated. Okay. So here, the external combustion engine, the fire you can see outside of the engine. The fire will be there outside. So internal combustion engine, the combustion is inside, whereas the external combustion engine, the combustion is outside. Okay. Now again, if we categorize our internal combustion engine, it can be categorized into two types. Okay, so if we divide these two engines, it can be divided into two types. One is called as your compression ignition engine, that is CI engine, and the other one is called as your spark ignition engine or SI engine. Now, what is the difference? Why two types of engine are made? Okay, so there can be one engine also. Why two types of engine? Compression ignition and spark ignition. So that is a major question. Why two types of ignition? Can anybody say why two type of engine? What is the main difference between a compression ignition and a spark ignition engine? Siddhant, are they able to unmute themselves?
Yeah, they can.
Okay.
Yeah, they can unmute.
Combustion engine, spark plug, and in
engine is
internal
equal to
combustion.
petrol
diesel.
engine.
In case of a spark
Okay,
ignition,
okay.
So the
Okay, that was a lot of answers. Okay. So the main difference between compression ignition and the spark ignition is basically the fuel. Okay. See, we can make different kind of engines, but we cannot make different type of fuels. So the fuel is available on the earth and that we have to use. So the refining of the crude oil in the refineries, we got two best type of fuel, which was one diesel and the another one was petrol. Okay, so due to this two type of fuel, two types of engines were made. One which is the diesel engine, which is your compression ignition engine, and one which is your petrol engine, which is your spark ignition engine. Okay, so due to the different type of fuel availability, now different type of engine were made. Now again you can ask a question that why different fuel, different engine? Can't the same engine run both the fuel? So let us see what is the difference between a CI and SI engine. Okay. So the first difference is in a CI engine, no spark plug available, whereas in a SI engine, spark plug is available. Okay. Now see, the name is compression ignition. Now compression is compressing of the air fuel that is inside, and ignition means in a CI engine the ignition takes place by the compression of the air fuel. So here spark plug is not there. Whereas in a SI engine where the name only says you spark ignition. So that's why a spark plug is available. Okay, so that is the major difference between a CI and SI. That is spark plug is there in a no spark plug in a CI and spark plug is available in a SI. Second is high compression ratio and low compression ratio. Now see, in CI engine the ignition will take place only due to compression. There is no fire that we are putting, only due to compression only the ignition will take place. Okay, so what happens? So we have to increase the compression ratio so that the pressure created on the fuel will be moved. So we have to increase the pressure. So that's why CI engine have high compression ratio. Whereas in a SI engine, there is spark, so no need of increasing the compression ratio. So that's why low compression. Okay, so the pressure inside the cylinder of a CI engine is more than the pressure inside of a SI engine. Okay. Third point, fuel injector is mandatory, fuel injector is optional. Now let us recall our in our you must have studied in your, if there are engineering, most of them will be engineering students. So you have studied that in our diesel engine, that is CI engine, there is no spark plug, and instead of spark plug there is injector. So at CI engine the diesel is injected at the power stroke, and at SI engine the spark is taken place at the power stroke. So that's why the CI engine should have a fuel injector. Without a fuel injector, with the pressurized nozzle, you cannot inject diesel. So that's why these fuel injector is mandatory for CI engine, whereas in a SI engine, fuel injector is optional because here the air fuel mixture enters into the engine. Okay, so in a CI engine, diesel is injected at the power stroke, whereas in a SI engine, air and fuel mixture enters into the engine. That's why it can be done by a carburetor also. So fuel injection is optional in a SI engine. Low self-ignition temperature of diesel, self-ignition temperature of petrol is high. Now this is the main point why there are two different type of engines. Okay, so this is the major point why two different type of engines. See, self-ignition temperature. That means the temperature at which a material gets ignited by its own. Okay, so the diesel self-ignition temperature is low and petrol self-ignition temperature is high. So that's why when we compress diesel to a higher rate, diesel gets ignited, whereas if we compress your petrol at a higher rate, petrol will not ignite. Okay, so that's why two different types of engine. A compression ignition engine for diesel because low self-ignition temperature, whereas a SI engine for petrol because it needs a spark to ignite. Okay, now let's next one. Engine weight is more in a CI engine. Engine weight is less in a SI engine. Now, if compression ratio is more, then the pressure that is created inside the engine that is also more. So if the pressure is more, then the engine thickness, the thickness of the cylinder to withstand that pressure, it will be also more. Okay, so what happens? That's why the engine weight of a CI engine is more and the engine weight of SI engine is less because here the compression ratio is low. Okay, so that's why you will not find your two-wheelers having your CI engine or diesel engine because the engine weight is more. So that's why it will decrease the efficiency of your SI engine. Sorry, it will decrease the efficiency of your motorcycle system. Injection is done at power stroke, injection is at suction stroke. So there are four processes inside the engine. What are they? Suction, compression, power, and exhaust. So these are the four processes that happen. Suction, where the air enters, compression, where the air is compressed, and power, where the air compressed mixture is ignited, then exhaust, where the ignited mixture is given back to the atmosphere. Okay. So here at CI engine, the injection of diesel is at power stroke. At the power stroke only with the compressed air, the diesel is injected. Whereas in an SI engine, the injection is at suction stroke. So at suction stroke only, the air fuel mixture enters into the engine. Okay, so that is the basic difference between a CI engine and a SI engine. Okay, so now you are aware that why a CI engine is not used in a motorcycle and why a SI engine is used. And what is the difference between a CI engine and SI engine? Okay. Now let's take it forward. So here you can see the working of both the engines. To your right, you will see the working of the SI engine, and to your left, you will see the working of the CI engine. So if you observe the CI engine, you will see that at the power stroke, that is after the compression, the diesel is being injected into the cylinder. Okay, and if you observe the SI engine, you will see the air fuel mixture enters into the suction, and at the power stroke, the spark plug sparks. Okay, so that is the difference between the working of your SI and CI engine. So now let us talk about, again, this SI and CI engines are divided into two types. Okay, that is 2-stroke and 4-stroke. Now, before knowing two-stroke and four-stroke, let us understand what is stroke. Okay, so let us understand what is stroke. So see, this is a cylinder. This is a cylinder, okay, and this is the, let's assume this is the piston. Okay, now this point of the cylinder, that is this point, it is called as T, D, and C. That is top, dead center. And this point of the cylinder is called as B, D, and C. That is bottom, dead center. Now understand, a movement of piston from TDC to BDC is called as a stroke. So one movement from TDC to BDC or from BDC to TDC will be called as one stroke. So there are four strokes in four process. That is called a four-stroke engine. Four stroke in four process, that is called a four-stroke engine. Two-stroke four process, it is called a two-stroke engine. Okay. So that is the difference between a two-stroke engine and four-stroke engine. The process which are suction, compression, power, and exhaust happens in four strokes of the piston in a four-stroke engine, and the process suction, compression, power, and exhaust happens in two-stroke in a two-stroke engine. Okay, so now let us see the more difference between a two-stroke and four-stroke. So first difference, that is complete all process in two-stroke, complete all process in four-stroke. Second is more power. So let us understand. In two-stroke engine, the four processes are being completed in two-stroke of the piston. That is from TDC to BDC, again from BDC to TDC. So four process completed. So in this process, the crankshaft, the below crankshaft that you will see that is rotating, it rotates 360 degree. Okay, so two-stroke crankshaft will rotate 360 degree. Whereas in a four-stroke engine, for completion of all the four process, the crankshaft rotates twice. So in four-stroke engine, there is a power stroke at every two rotation of the crankshaft. In a two-stroke engine, there is a power stroke at every single rotation of the crankshaft. So at every rotation here, you are getting a power stroke. At a four-stroke vehicle, at every two rotation of the crankshaft, you are getting a power stroke. So that's why the two-stroke engines are more powerful than your four-stroke engine. Clear? In two-stroke, at every movement of every rotation of crankshaft, you are getting power. Whereas in four-stroke, at every two rotation of crankshaft, you are getting power. Third point, less fuel economy, more fuel economy. So in two-stroke, what happens? The fresh air fuel mixture, it also goes by the exhaust. Why? Because there is no valve. If you see in the animation there, you will see there are no valve to guide the airflow in or out. So they are simply coming, going. Whereas in a four-stroke, there are proper valves which is guiding the system. Okay. So what happens? Sometimes the air fuel mixture, fresh air fuel also go by the exhaust. So that's why the fuel economy or efficiency is less of a two-stroke. More pollution. Now, if all of you have seen two-stroke vehicle, you will see that there is a white smoke coming from a two-stroke vehicle from the silencer. And you must be thinking that it is gone bad, or the two-stroke vehicles are bad, always giving white smoke. They don't deserve to be like that, and we shouldn't ride two-stroke vehicle. That is right, we shouldn't ride now two-stroke vehicle. But why that white smoke? That white smoke is due to burning of engine oil. Burning of engine oil. See, in a two-stroke engine, see, engine lead lubrication. All components of the engine lead lubrication. In four-stroke engine, we have post-lubrication system which lubricate all the component, that is cylinder, piston, and every component. But in two-stroke engine, we don't have that post-lubrication system. So what happens? The engine oil is put inside the engine for the lubrication of the gearbox. But to lubricate the cylinder and piston, we put 2T oil and the fuel only, or that is the petrol only. So when that oil goes inside the combustion chamber and when that burns, it releases the white smoke. So in two-stroke engine, it is a normal phenomena to keep white smoke, but it is an abnormal phenomena for a four-stroke engine to keep white smoke. If a four-stroke engine is giving white smoke, then the system is gone wrong. Maybe the piston rings are faulty or the valve is faulty. Okay? But the two-stroke engine, if it is not giving white smoke, then the system has gone wrong. Okay? So if the two-stroke is not giving white smoke, then the proper lubrication is not taking place, the engine can be seized. And in four-stroke engine, if it is giving white smoke, then the engine oil will be getting finished and it will be seized. Okay? So the reverse is happening. Two-stroke, no white smoke. Four-stroke, two-stroke, it gives white smoke. Four-stroke, it doesn't give white smoke. Okay? So now see this video, it will explain you more about the two-stroke and four-stroke.
There are now two types of engines available in PWCs, two-stroke and four-stroke. These names are derived from the number of strokes that the pistons take to complete a cycle. For example, a four-stroke engine takes 4 piston movements to complete its engine cycle. The piston lowers for the intake stroke, drawing in the air and fuel mixture, raises for the compression stroke. The air-fuel mixture is ignited for the power stroke, forcing the piston down. And finally, raised for the exhaust stroke, forcing the exhaust out of the engine. The cycle then repeats over and over, turning the crankshaft, which is connected to the impeller, which drives the craft forward. A two-stroke engine is designed to accomplish its complete cycle in just 2 strokes. During its power stroke, the ignited air-fuel charge forces the piston down until it reaches an opening on the side of the cylinder called the exhaust port. As the piston continues down, it pressurizes the air and fuel mixture under the piston that was drawn into the crankcase during the previous compression stroke. An intake transfer port is exposed, allowing the pressurized air and fuel into the cylinder. Finally, as the crankshaft continues to turn, the piston rises, closing off the intake and exhaust ports and compressing the air-fuel charge inside the cylinder. The rising piston also sucks in the next air-fuel charge under it into the crankcase from the carburetors. The compressed charge is ignited by the spark plug, repeating the cycle. The biggest advantages of two-stroke engines are lightweight and simplicity in parts. The engine itself weighs significantly less than a four-stroke of equal power output, and there are anywhere from 30 to 50% fewer moving parts in a two-stroke engine compared to a four-stroke. It is also much easier to clear out a two-stroke engine that has been swamped with water. The biggest disadvantages are increased fuel consumption and elevated hydrocarbon emissions from its exhaust compared to a four-stroke. Because a two-stroke has its intake and exhaust open at the same time, some of the fresh air fuel charge passes through the cylinder and out the exhaust port without ever being burned. Because of this and other factors, two-stroke engines have higher unburned hydrocarbon output in their exhaust than comparable four-strokes. There are significant exceptions to this, particularly with engines that use direct injection technology or catalytic converters to obtain low and even ultra-low emission for their two-stroke watercraft. Late model PWCs in general are significantly cleaner burning and quieter than their predecessors. The engine oil of a two-stroke engine can be administered by one of 2 methods. The first method is oil injection, where the oil is drawn from a separate oil reservoir and pumped into the intake tract of the engine in predetermined amounts. The second method is by premix, which is to physically mix the oil into the gasoline previous to its being poured into the gas tank. The big plus for premix is that it is as reliable as you are, meaning that if you remember to put the oil in the gas in the proper ratio, it will make it into your engine. The strong point for injection is convenience. Just keep your reservoir topped off with oil, and the Skyy takes it from there. The downside is that oil injection pumps have been known to fail, and when they do it without warning, and the results are catastrophic for your engine. It's interesting to note that all of the major manufacturers have committed the lion's share of their attention as of late to four-stroke engines, and for good reason. They are inherently clean burning from an emissions standpoint. They have significantly higher fuel efficiency. There isn't any oil to add to the fuel, so that's one less thing to worry about. And they're quiet, which helps keep the neighbors happy. There are two notable drawbacks: increased weight by about 50 to 90 pounds, and four strokes are much more involved to get cleared out if internally swamped with water. From an overall performance standpoint in runabouts, four-stroke watercraft can be at least as quick and fast as two strokes, even with their increased weight due to their superior torque output. There are a few areas in the US where four-stroke PWCs are allowed, but two-stroke machines are not, so check with the local authorities of the area.
So that was the difference between a two-stroke and four-stroke engine. Okay, so now I hope that you'll be clear that what is the difference between a two-stroke and four-stroke, and why the systems now have moved to four-stroke. Because two-stroke, the pollution controlling in a two-stroke is very difficult. It is difficult in four-stroke also. That's why year by year, we are changing our norms. That's why BS4, in 2 years, BS6, maybe in next year, it will be full electric vehicle. Nobody knows. So we cannot say the engine that we are looking today, that is IC engine, can be replaced by battery and motors. So, but we need to understand the present to create the future. Okay, so that is why we need to know how these IC engines actually work. So before knowing how it works, we need to identify them. Okay, we need to identify an engine. So now when I say identify an engine, I mean, when you will be seeing an engine in a motorcycle or anywhere, you will be able to recall to yourself that yes, this is this type of engine. Okay, so that is what I meant by identification of the engine. Okay, so now engine can be identified on the basis of number of cylinders, cooling system, cubic capacity, arrangement of engine. So these are the four factors according to which the engines are arranged. Okay, so now let us see each classification in detail. So first is number of cylinders. So according to number of cylinders, engines are classified into three types: single cylinder, dual cylinder, and multi-cylinder. So an engine can have three types of cylinder arrangement. A single cylinder will have a single exhaust. A dual cylinder will have a dual exhaust, and a multi-cylinder will have a multiple exhaust. Okay, so arrangement is either in parallel, inline, or in V. So this dual cylinder and multi-cylinder can be arranged either in parallel, inline, or in V. Okay, so according to number of cylinder, a engine can be of three types, that is single cylinder, dual cylinder, and multi-cylinder. Different arrangement. So as I told you, the different arrangement of the cylinders can be inline, parallel, and V. So V engine you will easily recognize. If you see a V engine, that is two cylinders are at an angle to each other, which are intersecting at the angle to each other, that is a V engine, which is making a V. Now, how will you understand which is an inline engine and which is a parallel engine? How will you differentiate between an inline and a parallel engine? So let us understand this inline engine and parallel engine. So basically, your parallel engine, in the parallel engine, the cylinder arrangement is synchronously arranged. That means if one cylinder is at TDC, the other one will be also at TDC. If it comes to BDC, the other one will also come to BDC. That means it moves in the same way. Okay. Whereas in an inline twin, if one is at ADC, the other one will be at BDC. They move opposite to each other. So that is the difference between parallel and inline. Okay, so parallel twin is when both the cylinders move in a synchronous manner. Inline twin means when both the cylinder moves opposite to each other. Now let us see more about it. In a parallel twin, more vibration because there is nothing to cancel down the vibration. Both the cylinders are creating power at the same time. So the vibration creation is more. So damping of vibration is much needed. Whereas in an inline twin, both the cylinders are moving opposite to each other. So they are cancelling the vibration of each other by moving opposite. Okay. So by this thing, less vibration is created in an inline twin. Parallel twin has a 360 crank angle. That means at every one rotation of the crankshaft, there is a power stroke. Okay, after every one rotation, there is a power stroke. Okay, but in inline twin, there is 180 crank angle. That means both the cylinders are moving separately, so there will be two crank angles, two power stroke at 360. Okay, so at every 180, there is a power stroke. Same ignition system as the time of ignition for the parallel engines is same because both are moving similarly. So there will be the same ignition system installed to ignite both the cylinders. Whereas in an inline twin, the ignition system will be different because the time of ignition is different. Okay, parallel twin, same carburetor setup. See, the time of air fuel entry is also same. If the time of ignition is same, then the time of air fuel entry is also same. So the same carburetor is used for both. But in inline twin, different carburetor is used for both the cylinder as the air intake timings are different. Okay, so this is the basic difference between a parallel twin and an inline twin. So if you are to identify from outside whether it is a parallel twin or inline twin, you will notice that if two cylinder, whether it has two carburetors or one carburetor only it has, or if two carburetors or two injectors are there, it can be a parallel twin. Sorry, it can be an inline twin. If same carburetor is there, it can be a parallel twin. Okay. Now let us talk about one more important factor of the engine, that is cooling system. So engine, something is burning inside. Okay, air fuel is ignited and through that ignition only we are getting the power. So that system needs to be cooled. That system needs to be cooled continuously so that the efficiency of the engine can be maintained. Okay, so as efficient the cooling system is, that efficient the engine will be. Okay, so cooling system, you see there are two types of majorly cooling system used in two vehicles, that is air cooled engine and liquid cooled engine. Now what is air cooled engine? So you will see air cooled engine, there are fins outside. So this fins or ribs like structure, it increases the surface area of the engine. So when they increase the surface area of the engine, it easily dissipates the heat to the surrounding. And it also traps heat in between the ribs, which makes the system cool. So the fins are installed in the air-cooled engine to increase the surface area so that the heat can be dissipated easily and to trap the air in between. So always in an air-cooled engine, you will find that there are fins outside the engine or ribs outside. But if you see the liquid-cooled engine, it is not like that. It is fully plain. There are no fins, no ribs, nothing. So liquid-cooled engine, what is happening? There is chamber inside the engine. In that chamber, some liquid is there. That is coolant. That is a mixture of water and antifreeze. So what is antifreeze? Ethylene glycol, propylene glycol. That is antifreeze. So water and antifreeze 50-50 composition makes your coolant. Coolant is there in that area. So coolant in that area, it absorbs the heat and then it goes to radiator. That is liquid cooled engine. Okay, so efficiency of liquid cooled engine is more than the efficiency of air cooled engine. So these are the two types of engine which are there in our two vehicles, that is air cooled engine and liquid cooled engine. Now one more major things come when we buy engine or when we buy vehicles or see vehicles, CC. 150 cc, 250 cc, 1000 cc, 1800 cc, 1500 cc, 1200 cc, 125 cc. What is this cc? Centimeter cube? Cubic centimeter? No, it is cubic capacity. Okay, so when we call cc in engine terms, it is called as cubic capacity. So it is the capacity of the cylinder. Okay, it is the volume of the cylinder. It is the measure of the air-fuel mixtures that can be stored in the cylinder. Okay, so that is what cc is. It is the volume of the cylinder. Okay, the cc is directly proportional to power. If we increase the cc of the engine, the power will increase. Okay, so the cc is directly proportional to power. Okay, so a 250 cc engine will be more powerful than a 150 cc. But if both the engines, there are two vehicles, both are 150 cc, then both would be equally powerful. But difference in power is there. If you observe FZ 150 and R15, both are 150 cc. So why the power of R15 is more than FZ? That is the question. So if cc is same, then power should be same. Why power is more? If cc is same, then we go to the other factors. What are the factors? Cooling system. We see what type of cooling system. FZ, air cooled. R15, liquid cooled. So efficiency of cooling is more in R15. If cooling efficiency is better, then engine performance will be better. So that's why power of R15 is more than power of FZ. If imagine cooling system is also same, then we go to another efficiency which is called as volumetric efficiency. That is how easily the air can enter the cylinder and exit the cylinder. That means number of valves. If it is having 2 valves, 4 valves, if it is having 4 valves, more efficient, 2 valves, less efficient, 6 valves, best efficient. So according to number of valves. Okay. So cubic capacity, that is cc, if cc increases, the power of the vehicle increases. Okay. Now last is arrangement of engine. How the engines are arranged in your vehicle. So according to arrangement, if you will see, there are 3 types: horizontal, inclined forward, inclined backward. Horizontal engines are small engines. The smaller engines, 100 cc engine, 110 cc, 125 cc, they are small engines, so it can be easily laid down in the vehicle, and the cost of manufacturing of this engine is very less. So that's why the horizontal engines are used in your smaller engine segment, that are 100 cc and 110 cc. Inclined forward engine. So that is the most of the vehicles that you will see, that is inclined forward engine. So this has become the standard phenomena. Every vehicle that you will see, it is having a inclined forward engine. Inclined backward engine, this is rare. You will see very less vehicle has reverse inclined engine or inclined backward engine. Now this type of engines are used in those vehicles where we want to alter the CG of the vehicle, keeping the wheelbase same. When we want to alter the CG of the vehicle by keeping the wheelbase same. So that is where we use the inclined backward or reverse inclined engine. Okay. So these were different parameters, different prospects about the engine. Now let us identify it. I will unmute one by one person. Raise your hand who will speak. Kirik Gonslate. Number of cylinder. Yeah, we can't hear you. What is the number? What is the number of cylinder in this vehicle that you can see? Single cylinder. Okay. Next is Prince Jaws. Cubic capacity.
150.
150. Very good. Your eyes are sharp. It is FZ 150, 150 cc engine. Okay.
Thank you.
Arun Kumar. Cooling system.
Hello.
Yes, Arun.
Hi, sir.
Yes. What is the cooling system?
What, sir?
What is the cooling system in this engine?
What cooling system means? Engine cooled.
What type of air cooled or liquid cooled?
Air cooling എന്ന് വെച്ചാല് air fuel mixture
No, I said you before cooling system, air cooled engine, liquid cooled engine. So if you see this engine, you will see there are fins in the inside.
Yes.
Ribs. So it is what type of engine? It is air cooled engine.
Air cooled engine.
Okay.
Okay.
Tarun Kumar, arrangement.
Yes.
What is the arrangement, Tarun?
Forward.
Pardon?
Forward.
Inclined forward. Okay. So yes, you all were right. Number of cylinder is single, cubic capacity 150. Cooling system is air cooled and arrangement is inclined forward. So if I want to explain it in a single sentence, how will I do it? It is a 4-stroke single cylinder 150 cc air cooled inclined forward engine. How will I do it? It is a 4-stroke single cylinder 150 cc air cooled inclined forward engine. So in this single statement only, I explained everything about this engine. Now in any lay person, if we heard this sentence, he can know everything about this engine. Number of cylinders, single, cubic capacity 150 cc, cooling system, air cooled, arrangement, inclined forward. Okay, so this is how you understand what kind of engine is there in a vehicle. Now the second one, let's answer once more. Okay. Okay. Purushottam, number of cylinder. Purushottam. Okay. Akshay.
Hi, sir.
Number of cylinder, Akshay.
Single cylinder. It is Apache RR3, I guess.
Okay, single cylinder. Good. Next is Satyajit Mandal. What do you think is the CC of the vehicle?
The CC of vehicle 220, sir.
220.
Yes, sir.
Just look properly in the screen and say once more.
310, sir.
Very good. It is 310 cc. It is written Apache 310. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now cooling system. Jay.
Sir, it's a liquid cooled.
It's liquid cooled because you cannot observe any films out there. It is flat, so it is liquid cooled. Okay. So now Mukesh, what is the arrangement?
Incline backward, sir.
Inclined backward. Okay. So if I want to explain this engine, so how will I do it? So 4-stroke single cylinder 310 cc liquid cooled inclined backward engine. Once again, 4-stroke single cylinder liquid cooled inclined backward engine. Okay, so this is how we identify any kind of engine that is there in a motorcycle. Okay, so if you opt this technique, you will be able to identify any kind of engine. See, there are more things about the engine, like the see in this cylinder, if you see, it is written DOHC. What is the DOHC? It is also an important thing. So there are many things about the engine, but this is the basic. This you need to know to understand. DOHC means dual overhead camshaft. SOHC, single overhead camshaft. So there are many points that are needed to learn about the engine system. So this was just the basic of the engine to make you clear that how this or two-wheeler engines or the automatic engines are there and how they actually understandable. Okay, so they create power by certain objects which are necessary and their mechanical system. Now, if you see, all the engines have grown both electronic. Now there are different kind of sensors in your engine temperature sensor, oxygen sensor, air temperature, air pressure. This all sensors are there to know everything about the engine. Like there are instruments to know everything about our body. Similarly, there are sensors to know everything about the engine. Okay. Okay, guys. So this was about the engine system that I wanted to share with you. So now many will be having some doubts what they want to ask. So you can raise your hands one by one. You can raise your hands. So I will go, those who will raise their hand, I will select them and they can ask their question. Okay.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Hello. Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello, please. Yes.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yes.
Sir, in inline four-cylinder engines, there are few bikes suppose we take Kawasaki, then we have ZX10R, right, sir? It makes around 200 horsepower, sir.
Okay.
Then why does a Suzuki Hayabusa, which has a bigger CC engine, makes less power than it, sir?
See, as I told you now, it always doesn't depend upon the engine and always doesn't depend upon the size of the engine. It depends upon the technology behind the engine. Okay, so see,
Okay.
Suzuki Hayabusa is equipped with a lot of things. They have 6 valves in a single engine. So as I told
Okay.
you, the more the valves are, it makes the volumetric efficiency of the engine. Now, for explaining you in a simple terms, let's say my engine ideal RPM is around 2000. It is less than
Okay,
2000.
sir.
Let's assume it is 2000.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
So, what number of times do you will think that the intake valve?
Hello, sir. There's a lot of disturbance. I can't hear you.
There is a lot of disturbance somewhere. Please
Yes, sir.
mute your mic. Okay. So, what do you think will be the number of times that the intake valves and the exhaust valves are opening at that 1 minute?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. At 2000 RPM, what number of times do you think with the intake valve and the exhaust valve will open? It will be a lot of number of times. Let's say it will open 200 times. So 200 times that they are opening in 1 minute.
Yes,
So
sir.
it will not get efficient time to entry of the air and exit of the air. So that's why if there are 3 valves, the exit and entry increases, so the volumetric efficiency increases. So that's why
Okay.
every time the power you will see at particular RPM, and
Okay.
after that RPM the power decreases. Okay.
Okay.
So to answer your question, there are a lot of things about the engine that needs to be seen why the power difference is different in different kind of vehicles.
Yes.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, please.
Good evening, sir.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Sir,
Uh,
so my question was, sir, you told about the cooling systems of air cooled and liquid cooled. But sir,
Yes.
in the Indian market, sir, we also have the oil cooled. So some sir, bikes, so they claim it as oil cooling. So is it oil cooling same as the liquid cooling?
Okay. So that was very good question that you asked. I told about two types of cooling, that is air cooled and liquid. But there is also a hybrid technology cooling, that is oil cooled, that you will see in many vehicles, that is FZ 250, Pulsar
Yes, sir.
220. You will see many vehicles. Okay. So what is this? What is this oil cooled actually? The engine oil which is there in the engine is put in the cylinder head and the cylinder. So this engine oil is put in that area to cool the engine. Okay, so here with the
Yes.
help of the engine oil only we are cooling the cylinder area and the head area. In liquid cooled engine, the coolant was used and here the engine oil is used. The efficiency of liquid cooled engine is more than that of air cooled, but not more than liquid. Okay, so that's why I told it is a hybrid. So the
Yes.
combination is very good of air cooled and oil cooled. That's why you will see in many vehicles like Himalayan, Pulsar 220, you will see a combination. It is also air cooled as well as liquid. Sorry,
Yes.
oil cooled.
Oil cooled, sir.
Yeah.
Hello,
Thank you.
sir. Could you
Yes,
hear
sir,
me?
I have a question.
Sir,
One by one, please.
Sir,
Yeah.
could you please elaborate regarding the chemicals or the cooling agents used in the engine?
Cooling agents in the coolant.
Yes, sir. Coolant. I mean the coolant.
Okay. So basically, the coolant previously we use water. You must have seen in the movies you've seen na, that in some Anjan area the vehicle will just go out. The hero will go. He will bring water. He will put water in the radiator, and the vehicle will start. But that is not true. If water is there in the radiator, it will freeze, and the radiator will get hampered. So what is coolant? A coolant is something which will cool the engine. If it is water, it is very good because water tendency of heat absorption is maximum. But we cannot use water because water freezes easily. So inside the radiator, the water, if it get freezes, then what will happen? It will hamper the radiator. So with the water, we use an antifreeze. Okay, 50-50 mixture of water and antifreeze. So that antifreeze is ethylene glycol or propylene glycol. These two compounds are used with the water for the coolant purpose.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Sir, hello. Sir,
Hello,
what's your
hello,
thoughts
sir.
on HHO, sir? In this era, it will be in market or
Pardon, I couldn't understand. Come again.
sir, what's your thoughts on HHO generator? Stanley Mayer
HHO generator.
uh, will be in this market or over EV?
I am not actually clear about that. I cannot speak. Okay, next. Any
Hello.
question?
Sir, I have a
Hello,
question.
sir. Sir, I want to ask a question.
Yes, please.
Hello.
Sir, can I ask?
Sir, just like in four-cylinder engine, we have proper names for the four strokes like suction, compression, power, and the exhaust.
Yeah.
Do we have the same names in the two-stroke engine?
Obviously, we have the same name, that is suction, compression, power, and exhaust. The difference is here both the process happens at the one stroke. In four-stroke engine, one process only happens in one stroke. Here, two process happens in one stroke.
Okay.
Okay,
Sir,
next. Yes.
sir, in Royal Enfield,
Yes, Royal
sir,
Enfield.
the engine orientation is neither inclined and nor horizontal. So
It is
what is
vertical.
the? It is vertical.
It is vertical because Royal Enfield is getting a it is a type of engine which is very old. The existence of engine is very old, and still now the technology is old because it used hydraulic tappet technology. So that
Yes, sir.
hydraulic tappet technology needs the engine to be vertical because the tappets are vertical. So because of that hydraulic tappets, the engine system of your Royal Enfields are vertically.
Okay. And sir, I also have one more question. That what are turbochargers that are used in engines?
Turbochargers are actually something which are used to increase the power of the engine. But in case of motorcycle, within certain range, you will not find this because if they are used, they will decrease the efficiency. Because at certain limit of power, the turbochargers are used.
Okay.
Sir, I have a question.
Actually,
Yes, sir.
Sir, I have
sir,
a question.
in
I
companies
was going
like
to ask.
Dodge, USA, the turbochargers also have a CC.
Yes.
So, sir,
Yeah.
it is also the carrying capacity of the turbocharger.
No, it's the radius of the turbocharger. How big is the turbocharger?
That was the answer. Okay, next.
Hello, sir. The catalytic converter from the
So
exhaust will hamper the
which type
engine
of
in any
engine
form?
will have a greater life, sir?
I can see, I can hear catalytic converter. Please, catalytic
Yes, sir.
converter.
I was asking whether removing the catalytic converter from the exhaust will hamper the engine in any form.
Yes, it will hamper the volumetric efficiency of the engine because when the catalytic converter is made, so it is made in a structure because it also adjusts the volume of the engine because it is restricting the airflow. So when you remove the catalytic converter, it becomes a free flow exhaust. So a free flow exhaust will change the volume that is entering inside the exhaust. So may the power of the engine and also the fuel consumption may increase. And also the emission will be more full of pollution.
Sir,
Yes.
can you elaborate on hydraulic tappets and are they better than normal tappets?
They are not at all better. If you, I should suggest Royal Enfield to change that, but they have already did by introducing the 650cc engine. They are very good engine. The engines used in 650cc are very good, but I don't like the 350cc engine.
So which engines would have a longer life, sir, the under square or the over square engine?
The under square or the over square engine. Very good. Now, for understanding that, we need to understand what is under square and what is over square. Smaller engines which have a higher RPM are called as under square engine. And engines which have more torque are called as over square engine. Okay. So basically what happens, it depends upon your what we can say. It actually depends upon the use of the engine. Okay, so under square engine, that is they travel to more RPM. So what happens if the cooling system is not proper? They happens to burn or they happens to see. And under over square engine, the torque or power is more. So if they happens to be given more stress on, so both engine perform good. But if the engine condition is that. Okay, next.
Hello, sir. I have a question.
Yes.
Sir, if we increase the number of clutch plates in engine.
Okay, if we increase the number of clutch plate in engine.
So what changes in engine?
You may get a better acceleration. If you increase the number of clutch plate, you may get a better acceleration from the engine.
Or power also increase.
That's why the power will increase. Then only the acceleration will increase, no?
Sir, the clutch plates can be increased in any engine.
No,
it's universal.
No, it cannot be replaced. But you can, if you want to do, you can.
Sir, if
And what about efficiency, sir?
ratio, sir.
Pardon?
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Sir, I'm Sumaran. Sir, now the four-stroke engine used in two-stroke body fielding use பண்ணலாமா sir?
Come again, please. I didn't hear you.
இப்போ four-stroke engines used two-stroke bodies.
Four-stroke engine used two-stroke body. No.
முடியாது sir. Okay, thank you.
Because two-stroke. See, guys. Okay, there are lot.
Okay,
yes.
Hello,
Last
sir.
question.
The
We are taking a last
and
question.
autoglipper.
Sir, what about if the electrical engines came, what about these engines, sir? Diesel and petrol engine?
They'll convert into hybrid, I guess.
No, because diesel. See, What happened to the two-stroke engine when the four-stroke engine came? They were gone. Similarly, when the electrical technology will be improved, then this engine will also not exist. Very few will exist.
Sir,
Okay.
modify four-stroke engine is used two-stroke bodies, not eligible.
Modified four-stroke engine with two-stroke bodies. See, basically,
simplify the Harley Davidson bikes on roads. That type of bikes.
What happens? See, what happens? A four-stroke engine has got some certain system, where a two-stroke engine doesn't got that system. So, guys, there were a lot of questions coming from you. So we are going to answer each and every question that you will ask when you join the course. So I know you are getting interested because all of you are automobile enthusiasts. And see, the scenario today, it is going to change drastically. See, because today we have got a time when we can address problems. Transportation systems in India needs a lot of improvement. See, why is two-wheeler a luxury? Why is petrol a luxury? It is a necessity. For everybody, minimum basic transportation facility, it is necessity. So we have to make a medium of transportation which should be efficient to a guy who earns 200 rupees per day also. So we should make transportation so efficient. So we should think more about after of motorcycles or two-wheeler. It can be anything. Okay, so my point of teaching you all is to grow your talent so that you can create systems which will improve the technology that is currently running on. Okay, so with this, I thank you everyone for joining this session. It was great interacting with you. I hope to interact with you very soon and when you join the session of two-wheeler technology. So overall, I handled this now to Siddhant. Siddhant, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so thank you, Siddhant.
Yeah, sure. So thank you, Rajat sir, for this wonderful session. So students, I'll just welcome Manshu sir to please carry on forward this session regarding the courses and the certification. Sir, are you there?
Yeah, Siddhant. So guys, you enjoyed the session. Can you please type yes or no in the chat box? You enjoyed the session? If you did, please type yes or no, something about it. So, oh, wow, great. Great. Thank you. I can see a lot of people, they joined yesterday also. Today they have again joined. Thank you, guys. So, guys, as Rajat told, the demand of automotive. Okay, I'll give you a statistic. A recent study told that people were asking, a lot of people are asking if electric vehicle is going to take this fuel cell vehicles or the demand is going to decrease or what. By 2030, by 2030, the demand of automotive fuel cell vehicles are not going to decrease, it is going to increase. But maybe after 2030, the majority of the vehicles that will be running in the road maybe is hybrid or electrical. So this is a transition phase for Indian automotive industry, Indian manufacturing sectors, where we are trying to adopt electric vehicles. At the same time, we're trying to improvise or control the emission systems by improving the technology of the vehicle that is used, fuel cell technology. So guys, this is a beautiful phase, when you will be able to tell to your grandchildren that you were present in an era where this transition was happening. So guys, lot of jobs are coming in these sectors. Example, I'll tell you, I was very fortunate to be the master trainer at Kia when this Kia used to set up their first plant at Panakonda, Andhra Pradesh. Anandpur. So I was very fortunate to be one of the master trainers. So you won't believe how many. Do you know how many people they hired indirectly and directly? 32,000 total diploma and engineering student all total. 32,000. Can you imagine? So guys, good news is not just Kia. There are a lot of many companies are coming in. Citroen has already launched. They are setting up their plan because they are importing right now. Maximum things they are importing. Many others Chinese companies are coming for electric vehicles. Many German makers are coming in next 2-3 years. Due to COVID, they postponed their plan, but they are coming in another 2 years. So MG is trying to set up their one of its kind plants. Tesla is already they've declared, but due to COVID, probably they are not up to the plan. But in 2025, you will see India is producing Tesla vehicles. So I'll tell you the right now, if you talk about the scope of automotive, yes, there is huge scope into automotive. Maybe it's electric vehicle and normal automotive sectors. So this demand is increasing, and the numbers of people joining, or maybe the demand of skilled graduates will be increasing. Every time it will be increasing, is not going to decrease. If you think due to this pandemic the numbers will be decreased, or maybe the opportunity will be dropped, for time being, yeah, there may be a drop, but if you see a long run, there won't be any drop. It is going to increase, and the demand is going to increase. So guys, so looking to the demand, looking into this skill requirement, and also looking into the prices of the available courses in India that are very costly. Live classes are not available. Most of the sessions are recorded. 90%, more than 90% are recorded. And if at all it is live, then the prices are very costly. You might have seen that. But in order to address those problems, to provide the best-in-class training program, connect with the industry expert like Raja sir and many others like you have already joined, we have started our automotive courses. Many other courses like automotive. So guys, I'll be giving a glimpse about the course. Already I have given in the before Raja sir has come. So we are starting our TVS program, guys, one of its kind two-wheeler technology program with in association with TVS. So where you will be getting a certificate from TVS. You can see the certificate sample. This is a certificate from that, so you can see visit the website and check. One of 9.9, one of the highest rated course actually available at Skyy. So you can go and do these courses. As I told guys, you can go simply at the enroll, you can use the coupon code TVS30. So you will get some discount, 400 rupee discount you are getting, and this is the lowest prices probably we are offering at Skyy. In normal cases, you will never get this kind of price, and this will be available for today. And let me tell you guys, many students already have received the registration during the webinar. So thank you guys, thank you for showing so much of love and so much of interest in these courses. Let me tell you, this course have only 60 seats. Already 42 seats been filled, and in this workshop itself 12 seats filled. And I mean, this is the second batch actually starting on 19. There are 2 batches starting. Already 1 batch is filled. Due to the demand, we're starting the second one, and the second one also 42 seats already been filled. And by today or tomorrow, all the other seats will be definitely that will be filled. So if you are willing to go for a 2 weeks of program, then this is for you, guys. If you are willing to go for a 4 weeks of program and you are a beginner, you want to start into automotive sector, you have less idea about automotive, like you want to get everything about automobile, then probably this course is for you. This is a 4 weeks of program having 2-wheeler and 4-wheeler. Again, same the 2-wheeler program. This is just a 2-wheeler program. This will be a 2-wheeler and 4-wheeler. 2-wheeler, you will be learning the same thing. In 4-wheeler, you will be learning from our experts. The batch is starting actually on 19th. The 18th is written, last day of registration. 4-wheeler, you will be getting a certificate from ASDC. So this is a certificate of ASDC. You can see Skill India logo here, Automotive Skill Development Council, and this is a TVS certificate. And third certificate will be from Skyy. And here you will be getting 2 certificates. One will be from TVS, second will be from Skyy. If you are someone willing to go for a complete package of 2-wheeler, 4-wheeler, and electric vehicle, then probably you can choose between 2 courses: Advanced Automotive System and Electric Vehicle. Here you will be learning 2-wheeler, 4-wheeler, and electric vehicle basics. So this is a complete 6-week program. Many universities are looking for 6-week program. Then probably this course is for you. If at all you are someone you want to go for a complete program where you want to learn everything and you have time, then this course should be for you. 3 months of complete advanced automotive system and electric vehicle. Here also you'll be learning 2-wheeler, 4-wheeler, and a complete of electric vehicle. So by the end of this program, you will be a master of all the automotive sector. That is our bet. If you sit any interview, you definitely will crack those interviews. There is no doubt about it. You can join this course blindly and you will enjoy this program like anything. So any course you join, they are with experts, they are with live. After the live sessions, we'll be sharing you the recorded ones. You can refer them for 2 months. All the courses will be certified from industries and the bodies the certifying you that is globally accepted. Best part, you'll be getting LOR, letter of recommendation, at end of the course if you are happen to be the best performer of the bench, or maybe having a leadership quality. So guys, all the courses you go, this this course is going on with a lot of discount. Probably I'll just try with TVS 30. Let's see how much discount coming in. 7 rupee discount is coming, guys. Go and do these courses, because this offers will be valid for today, and maybe from tomorrow you won't be able to get this discount. So again, let me tell you guys, if you are automotive enthusiast, you should go for the courses starting on tomorrow, day after tomorrow by 21. The courses, let me list you again. TVS, where is that course? Yeah, TVS, this program, you're starting this 4 weeks of program. This 4-wheeler technology starting on 25th, leave it. Electric vehicle courses are starting on 21st. Again, same, you can use this coupon code as the TVS 30. It is also starting on 21st, and 19th is the last day. You'll be getting it on 21st. So again, you can use this coupon code here also. Oh, sorry, these are all advanced ones. Sorry, my bad. Basic. This probably this can be your course. So go for the 2 weeks of basic program. If you are a beginner, don't go for the advanced one. 21st, you are starting on 21st. Same program, 21st you are starting. The prices are very less. I mean, 2199. Also, you will be getting some offer if you apply this TVS 30. Let me see if it is working. Great. Again, it is working. Guys, fill a program, 2 weeks of EV program, 4 weeks of EV program, 6 weeks of 2-wheeler, 4-wheeler EV, 3 months of 2-wheeler, 4-wheeler complete EV program. These are all starting. If you are enthusiast of CNC programming or maybe manufacturing, then you should be going for choose here CNC. Then you'll be getting this CNC programming that starting tomorrow. CNC 6 weeks, CNC 4 weeks, digital manufacturing. These all courses are starting very soon. Any course you want, you can go and enroll for those courses, guys. You want any kind of help, you can simply go and chat with our expert here, live chat. You can chat with our expert, give a call to us. If you want to get a demo lecture, you can do, but demo lecture will not be much difference of today's lecture like we had. So you can go and enroll, get the offer, TVS 30, you can enroll. Well, guys, again, time for the certificate. But before I could go for a certificate, guys, always remember, is a high time. Like, apart of all this, of course, if you are joining to us, that's a beneficial for us. Like, we don't say that if you join, you are doing a favor to us. Not at all. You are not doing favor to us. Simply, you are getting a service that is of a high value, or maybe, you are getting a lot of benefit for yourself. But the benefit is, mutual. Not exactly for us, but the benefit you are going to get is huge. In fact, as I told yesterday also, I told today's industry are not looking for simple graduate. People are looking for pre-skilled candidates. If you are not skilled enough, if you think only you are having a 10 CGPA and you don't have any other skill, definitely are going to face a lot of difficulties. People struggle for GATE exams. They prepare for GATE exams, other exams. But what is the ratio of getting into GATE PSUs or top IITs? Not even 1%. So guys, having a plan B is always safe. So these courses will help you as a plan B, because if you in case God forbidden, if you don't clear those exams, if you're preparing very hard, what is the next? Like, after you might have wasted your 2 years, 3 years, what is next? At least this course can save you to get a job, and you can get a refreshment training from Skyy, and maybe this will help you. So please be prepared to face the difficulty ahead. Become pre-skilled, learn some skills, practice them, do some projects. Then you should be applying for the jobs. If you are already graduate, please don't look at simply search for job without defining yourself, without defining your what exactly your skill sets are. Learn first, acquire skills, get certified, then you apply for jobs. Unless you'll be wasting a lot of times, no use at all. Try to understand this time is very precious for all of us to be skilled. So please, guys, this is a request from Skyrider team, whole team. If you don't do a course, Skyrider is absolutely fine. You can keep on joining our free courses. But if at all you are someone willing to get a great career, guys, start learning from yourself. If you are someone looking for a high study, guys, profile building is utmost importance here, not GRE, not TOEFL. These are all having just 20% of criteria, but 80% are your profile. If your profile is good, you will be getting selected in top universities. So maybe to get a job in core sector, maybe to get a placement drive, select in a recruitment drive, maybe to get a higher study, courses are very, very, very important. This awareness has to be there. Please do that. And if you are joining a Skyrider, it will be a great thing for us. You'll be getting this course in the cheapest cost with the India's only platform where you'll be getting certified from industries. Okay, guys, time for certification. Simply, if you are someone already you have seen, so go to the course here, engine system today. After this workshop, it will be here something will be popped up, certificate. I mean, certificate and feedback form. Click that, fill the certificate and submit. Fill the feedback form and submit it. After 3 hours, you can download it. If you like this training, go and give us a good rating at Google. That will be a little reward for us. Like other people will get to know that you enjoyed this session. If you didn't like, also write there, like I didn't like the session. Anything is fine. And you can get the certificate here. Simply go to free courses workshop. There you can do. So guys, again, quickly. So this, I'll just type the coupon code TVS30. If you wish, you can go and do these courses. Already Mr. Siddhant has said this course link to you. Go and do those courses, guys. Already, oh wow, 3 more course people registered right now. I got a confirmation from the account team. Great, guys. Thank you for your support. People are really doing great. Already 15 registration done in this workshop itself. This is something, you know, great to see the passion of our student. Okay, someone is asking about a project. Guys, for electric vehicle courses, there is a case study based project. Means you'll be given a case study, you have to solve those case study. Based on that, you'll be given a certificate. So all these courses is counted to be an intensive certificate, because you are not just learning from a theory, you'll be doing a lot of brainstorming with our team, and you'll be doing some case studies. So this certificate are accepted everywhere. All universities are accepting. We haven't got any from any university till now. That university is not accepting. 100% of university have accepted those certificate. If you are looking for a certificate for your university to submit, okay, so absolutely you can completely be safe about it, sure about it. Okay, guys, if you have any doubt, you can keep on asking. You can type it in the chat box and make it for everyone, so that everyone should see that, because a lot of questions I'm getting it. Okay, in case guys you are facing difficulty of getting a certificate, if it is showing that it is not attended, then don't worry. There is some system problem. Like when we started this workshop, there were some errors. That's why people who have registered very early, for them this problem is happening. We have solved the issue. Please send us your phone number and mail ID to any of our counselors, or maybe to our mail ID at info@skyradar.com. I'll simply type here info@skyradar.com. Simply give your name, workshop name, mail ID, phone number, and you should give your register mail ID and phone number. Once you said this, our team will share you the certificate within two days. You don't have to call us. You don't have to ask us the status. You will get the certificate positively. Okay. And anyways, what is the process of downloading certificate? As I told already, you can go to skyradar.com. Then I'll again share my screen. You go to skyradar.com, go to the free workshop section. There already, I think, okay, it's done. So you can go, guys, it is already there. Engine system at two-wheeler. You can go and do this. You can simply go, and here you can see get certificate. Here you can click on, then you will be filling a feedback form, submit that, wait for 3 hours, you can download your certificate. In case you are facing any difficulty, let us know. Okay, others, if you are registering right now for any of our courses, you can do it right now. Our team is here. We can help you out. Maybe if you have any difficulty. Many students are asking, they are going to register. They're getting a lot of messages from people already. Another 2-3 people also register right now. So guys, if you want to register for any of the courses, TVS course is starting on 19th. The demand is high and seats are less. So if you want to go, grab it, and you can use the coupon code as TVS30. TVS30, and it's the most affordable. Like all the courses I told, this is most affordable. The prices are 2299, and if you are using TVS30, you will be getting more discount. Okay. So if you want a group discount, then you can click on this, guys. Click on the discounted price. If you are in a group of at least 5 students, you can click on here, and our team will help you out. Okay. And if you are registering right now, you can do it right now. Our team will help you. Like I am also here, Siddhant is here, Mr. Sunil is here. All our team members are here, completely keeping their eyes on the registrations and everything. If anything goes wrong, then they can ask us. Like one of our friends did, and he was not finding the registration form. He immediately asked it. Our team helped, and he already done it. So if you wish to go, and you can do that. So guys, again to tell you, CNC programming and CNC with Mastercam 4 weeks, CNC programming 2 weeks starting on 19th. You can go and enroll for them. Today is the last day for CNC. So simply go to skyradar.com, go to online certification courses. Here you can go to CNC and Mastercam. There you can choose these courses. All these courses starting Tomorrow orientation, day after tomorrow, this all batches are starting. So guys, go and do this. CNC programming, you are going to, I'll just probably, if I have some clips, I'll show you guys. You can go and check out our YouTube for student are speaking. You can see, here you'll be doing the virtual practical, you'll be connected with the software, you'll be doing virtual, simulations, everything you'll be doing. You absolutely you'll be learning everything about CNC programming. You don't have to worry about it. And CNC has a lot of demand. If you at all want to go for any automotive courses, you can click on this. These batches are starting soon, like two-wheeler, this for 2 weeks of TVS, 4 weeks of TVS plus SDC program, 2 weeks of SDC program, 6 weeks of two-wheeler, four-wheeler EV, 3 months of two-wheeler, four-wheeler EV, complete EV. This course is all starting. Also, clearly starting on 1st of July. If you want to go for also clearly 2 weeks of program, then you should enroll for it. Using the same coupon code as I told, TVS 30. And to download certificate, you can get it from free courses, then completed workshop. Okay. Parijit asking what is the timing of TVS workshop. It will be from 6 onwards, 6 p.m. onwards. Okay, 6:30 the batch will start. I mean, all the courses are in the evening after 5 only. For TVS, it will be starting. Raja sir will be able to tell because he will be taking few classes. Raja sir, what is the exact time of TVS? Probably is not here, but the batch will start exactly in this time, like 6:30 the batch will start. Somewhere like 6:30 the batch will start. Bhavesh, if it is showing not attended online, you send us your details to the mail ID we have sent you. So we'll send you a certificate. Don't worry. There are some technical glitch when if you have already registered. I mean, when we started the registration, if you have registered, there is some problem. So that was the issue. So now the issue has been addressed already. Guys, if you're raising your hand, please ask in the chat box. So it will be easier for us to reply, and please make it for everyone so that everyone can see and you can reply, and it will be handy for everyone. Guys, any doubt? Like if you are registering for courses, also you can do. Guys, again, TVS course is on high demand right now. I can see a lot of people are enrolling. Thank you for your response. If you are willing to do, please don't wait because the seat won't be there. After the seat is finished, we will be stopping the registrations. Please, if you're willing to do, go and do it. Yeah, if someone is asking about the upcoming courses on aeronautics, yes, we are starting. You can see here, aerospace and aeronautic. It is not updated yet. By tomorrow, or in 2 days, you'll be seeing the updates of the aerospace courses. One of the best courses will be launching, so you can enroll those courses. If you are looking for a data science program, tonight the course is launching, so you can keep your eyes on there. Guys, you can send us your details. As I told, your name, workshop name, register mail ID and phone number to info@skyradar.com in case you are not able to get your certificate. In case any difficulty, our team will be solving them. Guys, if you are someone, maybe a coordinator, or maybe you want to host a workshop, any kind of free workshop at your colleges, so you can do that also. Maybe you need to collect at least 150 students in your college to host a workshop for your college. Especially, it will be for your college. So at least 150 students has to be there. So in case if you are interested, you can send us a mail to info@skyradar.com. We need to get your invitation from your faculty, and we should be able to host the workshop. Okay. Guys, any doubt, please go and ask in the chat box. Okay, when the next batch of workshop of TVS will start. If someone is asking when the next batch of TVS will start, That will start probably in the month of July, but the prices, everything is going to increase. If you wish to go for July batch also, you can avail this time by applying the same coupon code, and you can reserve it for next batch also. Okay. Loka, as I told, you need to wait for, he's asking for about the data science. Please wait for another 1-2 days. So we'll be planning for some discount on that. Let the course to launch first. The course fee will be less only. Don't worry. Okay, guys, if you are sending us an email about certificate and not getting reply, don't worry. Our team is looking into that. We really don't think that replying to many mails is practically possible. So don't worry. You are sending your details. We are receiving. We are forwarding to our technical team. They are solving it, and you will be getting your mails certificate positively by 2 days. Don't worry about it. There was some technical issue. We are solving it. But this won't be repeated from next workshop. Already the problem is solved. Okay, guys, any other doubt from any other doubt about courses or anything, you can ask us. Okay, guys, so again, use the code TVS30 in all the courses. It's available till today. You can get this discounts in all our courses. Go and use this TVS30 and get discount. Get it done today. Tomorrow onwards, this discount won't be available. Please go and enroll for the courses. Anyway, the courses for CNC, TVS, everything are closing today. If you wish to go for these courses, go and grab your seat. Guys, thank you for joining this workshop and making it a success. If you have any doubt, you can stay here and ask. If you don't have any doubt, you can leave this session. The session is over. Simply go to skyrider.com, check out our website, check the courses, online courses. Offline courses, the timing we have stopped those offline courses, and you will be getting them probably maybe after 2-3 months when this condition will be normal. Online courses you can check. For workshop, to get the certificate, you simply go and check it workshop section. There you can fill the feedback and get a certificate. In case you are not getting certificate, simply send us the mail to info@skyrider.com. Our team will address them. Secondly, if you wish to go for any courses, as I told about this TVS CNC electric vehicle, you can get it by using TVS30 coupon code. Thank you and have a great evening, guys. Keep learning, keep upgrading yourself. This time is very high, very precious. We need to upgrade ourselves, and Skyrider is always there to welcome you, help you, support you in anything you want. Thank you for your time. And okay, someone is asking which software is mostly used in the industry. Are you asking about design software? Which software exactly you are asking? So please make it a bit clearer for me.
Sir, actually, I need to say something.
Yeah.
So guys, the students, those who have attended today's webinar, I request them to please be patient. After 2 to 3 hours, your certificate will be available and you can download that. The students, those who have not received the certificate from yesterday's or day before yesterday's, they can drop down an email. Today's webinar certificates, the issues has been solved and you can successfully download that. Okay, the students for the last webinars, like a day before yesterday or yesterday's webinar, they can drop down an email if you haven't received any certificates. Yeah.
Guys, if you are getting an error message, then only you send us the mail. Don't send mail and will be not be responding. Will not be giving certificate to everyone because you can download it, auto download it.
Yeah.
So yeah, please. We are getting, I think, 100 mail plus we have got. Guys, you can download it from your system directly. You can download it. Don't depend on us that will be giving you. If you have an issue, if you have error message, then only send us the mail. Please don't send mail like that. We'll be giving and downloading and giving. We cannot do that for many people. Okay, guys. So what about not attended? Yeah, you can send that. If there is an error message, you can send it. Someone asking if someone is asking if the register is accounted. Is there a possibility you can take after a few months later? Yes, there is a possibility in case you are registering now and opting to go for a next batch, you can do that. Your seat will be completely reserved, and you don't have to pay any additional amount. In case if at all the prices are increased, also you will get the same course in the same price. You don't have to pay us more money about it. Okay. Okay, guys. See you again in next workshop. Join the courses, skill up yourself, and have a great evening. And keep joining to Skyy courses. And let's stay safe and sound. Wish you a great evening, guys. Thank you. Bye.